Hello, I'm Dr. Bob Kenovan from the Avalon Clinic, and with me today is Teresa, one of our clinic nurses.
Hello, thank you for having me today.
And what we're going to talk about is we're going to talk about the preoperative visit. And before we get into that in detail, just would like to talk about the Olympics. The Olympics up in Vancouver is in the news right now, and what's come to our attention is the amount of preparation and the amount of practice and planning that goes into the Olympics. And that very much relates to what we're going to talk about today. So I'd like to just start off, Teresa, what is the most important thing that they learn from the preoperative visit?
The most important thing that the patient is going to learn from their preoperative appointment is going to be the significance of the NPO. Most of you probably don't know that NPO stands for nothing per oral. The patient is to have nothing to eat or drink past midnight the night before surgery.
And Teresa, that reminds me of a story a long time ago. Actually, it was about 8 years ago. We had a situation where we were running late in surgery. It's rare that that happens, and this day it was happening. And we were about 3 hours behind. And the anesthetist said, let the patient know that the next patient, the one that was waiting, that they can have light protein. Now, the patient that was waiting was a nurse, and when she came in, she had eaten a chicken sandwich. And later on, we laughed about this because the anesthetist's idea of light protein was a little Jell-O, and the nurse's idea of light protein was a chicken sandwich. We ended up delaying the surgery even more because she had eaten the surgery. Most important thing people know is not to eat or drink. Okay. So, Teresa, tell me how long a preoperative visit takes and what's covered in the preoperative visit.
The pre-op takes anywhere from 30 minutes to 1 hour. During that time, we go over any questions that the patient may have. We finalize, confirm the surgery. We also give instructions on medication. We do caregiver interview at that time.
You said medicines you go over. That's when they usually get their prescriptions, is that correct?
Yes, they get their prescriptions at the preoperative appointment, as well as sign numerous consent forms.
Okay. And you also said that often they will try on implants for the final time at that point in time.
Yes.
So that's when they pick it, for sure.
Yes, that's when they'll choose their final implant size.
Mm-hmm. So Teresa, the other thing we said that was really important to emphasize is the idea of support person. Now, do they always bring a support person to the preoperative visit?
Not every time does the patient choose to bring their caregiver to the pre-op appointment. The caregiver is responsible for many duties during the surgery.
Okay, so they don't always bring the support person to the visit?
No.
Okay. So how do they choose a support person? If I had a 14-year-old daughter and I was having surgery, could I bring that 14-year-old daughter and choose her to be the support person?
Absolutely not. The caregiver should always be over 18 years of age. They are responsible for getting the patient to the appointment, their surgery day appointment, and also bringing them home for the recovery thereafter.
Okay. Good. So just like the Olympics, what we're doing here is we're making sure that they know everything they need to know. We're going over the key steps. We're making sure everything is aligned and everything has been prepared for their surgery day.
Yes.
Okay. So I just would like to end, what are the requirements for being a good support person?
I feel that one of the requirements for being a good support person is being very reliable and just supportive in general.
Okay, so it's someone you could trust.
Yes, someone you could trust.
Right, and someone you'd want to be, you could rely on in a situation if you needed help.
Yes.
Okay, great. Would like to thank, both Teresa and I would like to thank you and for being with us today. Thank you.
Thank you.